Hey everyone, Catch 'em All Collectibles here. It's been a long time. I think it's been a solid 3-4 months since I've done a MetaZoo update video. This is a MetaZoo Saturday video. Native came out back in late April. Little bit of issues with the timing of that. I was fortunate enough, I had a very large order, as I've done for the past few sets since I've been a partner. UFO, Seance, and Native. I pretty much did a max on every SKU, 500 of every SKU. Very large order, an entire pallet essentially. Native went very well. I just tried pulling up, I pulled up my eBay orders. I tried pulling up TCG Player and I couldn't really figure out how to even see exactly what was what. Most of what I sold through TCG Player, very few Pokemon cards whatsoever. So looking at what I sold on eBay the past 4 months since it came out and TCG Player combined, a little bit of PayPal from when I did the Native box break day of release, and then some random sales to other partners. I sold a lot of playable cards. I was probably one of the largest sources of fusion auras, like largest single sources, having done that mass 10,000 pack box break of Native. So I pretty much paid for everything. The numbers that I'm seeing, I'm slightly into the profit even. I've paid for my whole pallet, and I have about half of it left. Not only do I have half of it left, sealed, approximately. I ripped all of the decks. I ripped all of the release event decks, selling the promos separately. So long, slow burn to sell the sealed decks within the various products and to sell a lot of the sealed promos. I mean, I have like 500 of the spellbook promos. I have 500 of the release event medals, things of that nature. But all said and done, I have my product free and clear, and I have, at current market value, more value than I originally put into it. So it was more than a double up. Many hours breaking all that product, fulfilling all the orders as we go. But Native was a big success. How much of it was to do with the issues around release and the set not hitting distribution until a month later, that certainly benefited me. How much of it was that and how much of it was just otherwise, it's hard to say. Updating the EV sheet, single sales are obviously slower 4 months out than they were at release. But even updating the EV sheet, I want to say sealed boxes are selling in the low to mid 90s, where I have them on eBay and TCG Player. They're selling relatively frequently still today. So the box prices have held up pretty well. The EV is right in that vicinity. I want to say the EV, the last time I updated it, I'm not breaking any more boxes. 10, 12, 13,000 packs wherever I ended up. That was sufficient for me. I think my entire allocation was about 25,000. So I did break about exactly half of the packs. Not half of my boxes, just half of the packs. All the spell books, all the release event decks, as I mentioned. Little bit of a ramble video. I was going to put together a little presentation or a spreadsheet or something, but I figured I'd just talk to the camera for this one. My MetaZoo plan moving ahead. I was getting into a lot of random things, the pin club things, the NFT exclusive products. I'm pretty much just going to stick with main sets moving ahead. Very happy with each release. I've done like the mass box break. I don't think anyone else is ordering in MetaZoo at the quantity that I am, and just pumping out so many singles to the market. So UFO, the boxes are doing what, like $40, $50, pretty rough. But I broke so many thousands of packs. I sold everything when it was hot at release. I got most of my money back out of that. I don't think UFO ever fully paid me back. Seance definitely was right about the same. Native has fully paid me back and then a little bit. And the serialized cards aren't even back yet. I'm going to be getting the serialized sale soon. I have a couple pretty decent offers on just pending the cards getting graded. So I did pull for a customer. I pulled one of the powdered turquoises, and then I pulled, my sister pulled one, and then my wife pulled one. So I have two that I'm going to have available for sale at some point soon. And then I have the frog token that I pulled as well. Well, my sister pulled as well. So that will be also getting graded and then sold. Native was a big success. War was supposed to originally come out sometime in August, I believe. It's since been pushed back. I know that MetaZoo has been shifting their schedule a fair bit lately. Some towers being canceled, postponed, delayed, moved elsewhere. But the main set release for War, they're doing the whole legacy thing. I didn't buy any legacy. I'm not buying anything other than main set releases. Multiple reasons for that. I'm actually going to make a video. If you watch my Pokemon stuff, which most people on this channel do, my video Monday will be about scaling and optimizing one's time for the most profitable endeavors that one is undertaking. MetaZoo mass box breaking has consistently, I mean, through 3 main sets, varying successes, but overall, like, successes, and enjoying my time doing it. I really can't justify and I can't compete in breaking Pokemon product in mass, but MetaZoo having the partner pricing, it really gives me a leg up on the competition, and it really makes the product plus EV, especially at release. So I'm going to continue mass box break of every set moving ahead. I'm going to continue. I mean, pending when War comes out, I'll probably be taking a whole pallet of it. I'll probably max out on every SKU. Partner promos, one thing I've been being asked about a lot. Partner promos are not yet in. I think they're inbound from the printers. I know that they went through so many issues of printing our logos on the cards, different resolutions being given to them, PNGs versus JPEGs versus whatever. Like, I don't know how printing a card works and stamping a certain thing on it. Certain partners, I think, had some potentially infringing imagery inside of their logos as well that had to be dealt with. So there were many things going on that led to delays in that. They wanted to come out with a good product at the end that everyone was happy with. I'm very excited to see my partner promo, yet I don't have it. I'll probably do that as like a short or something. I'll do something to release that when I get it in hand. But as of now, I still don't have it. When those come in hand, I'm not going to sell them directly. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to sell them as like a buy a box promo. I probably will slightly mark up. I'll sell a native booster box at market price, and then I'll have a buy a box promo bundle where it's just slightly above. Yeah, like here, buy this native booster box and get the promo free. And then I'll probably do the same to move some UFO and move some Seance boxes as well. I'm interested to see what other partners do with theirs. I think some partners actually pre-sold bundles at MSRP around release, and some partners actually owe people already the partner promos. I didn't include it in any bundling early on, but I probably will just do it as like a buy box promo. Other than that, I'm not sure what other way. I don't really want to directly sell it. I guess I could. I mean, some people would rather maybe I sell it for 10 or 20 bucks as opposed to making them buy a $60, $50 UFO box or a $100 native box or something of that sort. But that's my initial thoughts. Let me know in the comments if anyone has any ideas around that. I mean, most people will have the idea, oh, you should just give them to us for free, probably. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting the partner promos. As far as everything else, yeah, the main reason, as I think I mentioned, really no bullet points set up for this one, but the main set releases mass box breaks have been consistent for 3 sets in a row, gone very, very well. It's actually gotten slightly better with each one, so I've grown slightly more. How much of that was natives, supply chain issues, who knows? But Seance and UFO went well also, but the non-main set release, the Pin Club stuff, I bought some of the NFT serialized card, like the boxes. I bought some Christmas type stuff. I bought the Halloween stuff with the masks. There's just so many product lines, it's hard to keep up with everything. And 2, it's feast or famine. Some of them knock it out of the park, like the some of them absolutely knock it out of the park, but some of them are pretty rough. Some of them are very rough, and I have a pile of some of the rougher ones. I have the NFT, sorry, not the NFT, the Valentine plushie and promos. I did fairly well with those. I was able to sell the graded promos in PSA 10 for $100. I was able to sell a lot of the plushies for like 25 bucks. I think my last few I sold for like 15. I'm sold through almost all of those now. Not crazy margins, not any margins like buying raw Pokemon, grading it, and flipping it. And that's actually one thing I wanted to cover in this video too. I had been grading, so I had graded a bunch of CGC UFO. Preliminary early results of CGC graded UFO, especially the Perfect 10, sold for a crazy premium. Seance, they started selling decently out of the gate. Then things just fell off a cliff. Before Native came out, my UFO and my Seance graded set cards from MetaZoo, the sales just completely fell off a cliff, so I opted not to grade anything from Native. I sold all of Native as raw, and I'm very thankful that I made that choice. I've not looked into sales of Native cards. I've not looked into whether or not they're selling for much. But yeah, moving ahead, it's only mass box breaks of main sets in high quantity. Like I'm maxing out 500 of each SKU. I'm gonna break half it up front, 10,000 plus packs. My content upload schedule therefore won't be around any of the special releases. I'm not gonna have any legacy content. I'm not buying any. I'm not gonna have any of the Halloween, the Christmas products. It's just gonna be whenever War comes out. Whenever War comes out, expect Catch 'em All Collectibles to have a 10,000 pack War opening. And EV, what pulls I got, estimating print runs, estimating how many card of each set. That's going to be my main, that's the content that I enjoy most. That's the content that I think is most lacking in MetaZoo. I don't think anyone to my scale, I think people are streaming and breaking that many products. I don't think anyone else is breaking that many singles, breaking that many packs and selling them for singles. So that's going to be kind of my niche in MetaZoo, and those are the reasons why. The main thing is, I mean, I'm a one-man operation. I do have some help when it comes to breaking packs. I have a few family members who help me break packs en masse and do some sorting and things of that nature. But one-man operation, I have just one fixed finite amount of time to allocate to working Catch 'em All Collectibles every week, and I can't justify going in every random product release. I don't even do it for Pokemon, so I can't justify it for MetaZoo. I do buy a little bit of every Pokemon product, but I pretty much just break it down, turn it to packs, and I had been selling a lot of that passively through Troll and Toad Evo, and that's going away. So I'm even going to have to rethink my Pokemon strategy moving ahead, and that's something that I'll discuss on my Pokemon videos as I go ahead. But yeah, Pokemon has always had that Troll and Toad Evo outlet. MetaZoo really hasn't. And one thing I'll say, like a lot of the non-main set releases that I have mentioned that are doing fairly poorly as a sealed product, a lot of them are fairly plus EV. Like I've not yet run all the numbers. I have a bunch of the eBay UFO lunchbox tins. I cannot sell the sealed lunchbox tins. You break them down and you sell the eBay stamped UFO exclusive singles, or you sell the eBay stamped exclusive UFO packs. They sell for like more than the product sells sealed. There are so many products like that. I actually broke down a bunch of my pin club. If you sell the pins, if you sell the cards, if you sell the sealed promos, you can, like, the products are so plus EV. There are so many obscure MetaZoo products out there that are very, very plus EV, albeit they are a lot less liquidity than Pokemon. They are a lot less sell-through rate than Pokemon. Not surprising. I mean, MetaZoo is a very niche TCG compared to Pokemon. But yeah, overall, I'm still very optimistic on the future of MetaZoo. I just don't really have the time to justify going into too many of the off in the weeds, deep in the weeds promos. And I'm going to be the box break guy for the main sets. So let me know in the comments below if you enjoy that content. Let me know in the comments below if, I mean, I wasn't really making any content around Argos. There's so many other MetaZoo creators who are covering all the MetaZoo news, covering all the little niche releases they have and all the tournament side. I don't really do that for Pokemon even. I'm not going to do that for MetaZoo. I'm just going to be in Pokemon. I'm the business side, buy, grade, flip. This is what I'm buying. This is what I'm selling. MetaZoo side, it's going to be mass box breaks and my results and EVs and things like that. So yeah, that's everything I had to cover that way, full screen. Let me show you something I have pretty interesting. I made a short with this, and I also have it on my eBay. It is on consignment. I've actually seen a couple MetaZoo content creators making some content around this being listed on eBay and not selling. Originally, the consignor had me ask $45,000 for it. I was a little cautious about doing that price point, and I let the consignor know that I was a little worried we might have to substantially lower the price thereafter. It didn't feel realistic to me, and I think that there's just it gives a bad feeling to the potential end consumer when you price something at $45K and then you lower it to $16K or best offer. And the actual owner of this card is actually pursuing moving it in Facebook groups as well. I have it listed on eBay and I'm trying to get it sold that way. But if you're interested in this card in the low 5-figure range, feel free to hit me up, send me an offer on eBay. We might be able to get a deal done. But yeah, this has been featured on some other YouTube content creators for MetaZoo recently, and it is in my possession on behalf of my consignor, the Superfractor 1 of 1 from Topps Chrome MetaZoo Mothman. Just wanted to show these off real quick. These are, I think they were fairly overdue. They were originally, when I purchased the Genesis tokens, of the MetaZoo NFTs for both the Bigfoot and the River Dino. These were intended to come out. I guess maybe a date was never put to it, so maybe they weren't necessarily late. They were just later than some people had hoped. I'm a pretty patient guy. I never really intended to buy the NFTs for like stonking reasons. Ooh, sorry, I'm not going to edit that out. I never bought the NFTs for like stonking reasons. I made a MetaZoo NFT video before where I showed all the token NFT cards. I actually sold one of my PSA 10 duplicate promos for 4 figures. These, I believe, are selling in the mid 3 figures range. I think there's a Bigfoot listed for around 700 that's not yet sold. So if I had to guess, these are like a few $100 each maybe. The River Dino's numbered out of 75. I don't know if you can see. 43 out of 75. And then my Bigfoot is 77 out of 100. That is how many of each NFT there were released. On the NFTs, they're doing some pretty big things with the NFTs. Again, I think there's other content creators that are covering those things more as they hit. I'm not like a news channel in Pokemon. I'm not going to be a news channel in MetaZoo. So go check out some other MetaZoo content creators if you want to know what's going on in the MetaZoo NFT space. As far as I'm concerned, everything I bought the NFTs for when I originally bought them, they've done everything and then some. They've given me access to exclusive NFT product. As I mentioned, some of the early releases of that, I bought, I flipped, I did really well with them. Lately, it's more hit or miss. And moving ahead, I'm not going to buy any more of the NFT exclusive product. One of the biggest things I think the NFTs provide, utility-wise, if you are a general consumer and you have the NFTs, you get access to the exclusive product. If you're like a true collector, collecting every variant, collecting master sets, it's useful for that. I'm a partner though. Like I get a massive discount on main set releases. That's another part of why I'm not carrying the more obscure non-main set releases. Generally speaking, our partner discounts are the largest on the main set releases. So I have the biggest leg up on the competition. Like if you're buying from Golden Distribution, if you're buying through GTS, whoever else carries MetaZoo, not as a partner, just buying through the distributor, you're paying like a fair bit significantly higher than the partner pricing. So I have a really good competitive advantage on the main set release product, like Native, UFO, Seance, and then upcoming War, whenever that comes out. Whereas when I buy the NFT related product, there are thousands of other NFT holders. There's only a few dozen partners. And a lot of the NFT exclusive product is double my partner cost for the non NFT exclusive product. So it's just an avenue I'm not going to continue pursuing. In Pokemon, I am the same way. I only try to do business in Pokemon where I'm at a bigger advantage, either due to my scale, due to my cash flow, due to my ability to buy like very expensive collections at a fraction of the market price. I don't really want to be buying in at full market price and speculating and gambling on the market price going up over time. I just want to buy low, buy below market, buy at a % of retail, sell for retail, and repeat. So yeah, that's a quick sub 20-minute update. Quick for me, sub 20 minutes on all things MetaZoo, where I'm at. Nothing else to add, I don't think. No set schedule. My next guaranteed video will be around War's release. I might do more videos in between. Like I said, I might do a video. I might do a periodic video if and when something new happens, if and when something comes in or whatever. My partner promos, I might do like, maybe I'll just make that a short, but other than that, it'll basically just be main set releases, 2 or 3 videos around each one. EV, all that stuff, covered it all. Just going in circles now, so I'm going to end there. I appreciate you all watching, and I will catch you all later.